The Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 1 live event has fully been revealed. Beginning today with the arrival of the Cube's Cradle back on the Fortnite Island, beginning to rebuild the 0 point, which will be bringing along the return of the 7 and also how exactly we're going to be moving into Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2. With an all-new major live event happening here in Chapter 7 Season 1. So trust me, you want to be sure you're staying tuned as we're going to be going over everything. But just before we get into that, if any of you guys haven't picked up anything inside of the item shop for yourself, do consider using my support credit code YTRA as it greatly supports the channel that extra mile. So starting today in a few short hours by the time you're watching this video, the event has probably already taken place with the Cube's Cradle returning to the Fortnite Island. As it's now confirmed, the Dark Voyager is in fact traveling to different realities in order to find the shards of the 0 point, which have been left scarred ever since the Big Bang event that we had all the way back in the original Fortnite OG. As the Dark Voyager will be traveling to even more realities, finding more 0 shards in order to fully rebuild the 0 point, which is going to be key in future seasons of Fortnite Chapter 7, as it does look like we're going to see an all-out invasion yet again from the last reality. But we're jumping ahead of ourselves, as we do also have the Order still locked up underneath Lethal Labs, thanks to the audio logs which reveals that basically the Dark Voyager has locked her up. And it isn't looking too good for the Order so far, but we do know we're going to be seeing the return of 2 members of the 7 at the next Fortnite update, which are going to be the Foundation and also the Visitor, specific to the newest version we had it during Fortnite OG Season 4. Most likely in an attempt to save the Fortnite Island and obviously stop the Dark Voyager and break out the Order, who is still currently just sitting in this cell here. Which is all going to be super important to the end of season live event, as it looks like we're going to be seeing a massive one here inside of the very first season of Chapter 7. As Fortnite already actually have teased that the next Fortnite update is going to be a lovable and legendary one, with a few new weapons already said to be making their way to the loot pool, one of them being a brand new lock-on AR, which I'm guessing is probably going to be similar to the lock-on pistol we had during Fortnite Mega, which was back in Chapter 4, along with that all-new 7 rifle and also the 7 cannon weapons, which most likely will be dropped by the brand new Foundation and Visitor NPCs we'll have on the island. But it looks like we could be seeing another member of the 7 return as well at some point in the near future, coming in the form of the Scientist. As the Japanese voice actor for the Scientist actually went to Twitter and did post a picture of his Scientist figure, most likely teasing he will in fact be returning to do more voice lines for this character. As we do know, the English voice actor for the Scientist is actually Joel McHale, so I'll have to be sure to keep an eye out on that, as it looks like even more of the 7 are going to be revealed over the course of Chapter 7. And with this major update, it looks like it's going to be sooner rather than later, as obviously we will continue to see the Dark Voyager travel to different realities, collecting even more 0 point shards and slowly start to rebuild the 0 point itself, which is definitely not good. I mean, if any of you guys do remember during the Fracture live event at the end of Chapter 3, there was even a scrapped ending where the last reality got their hands on the 0 point itself, and then, well, it didn't actually look like they managed to get it in time. So the 7 are most likely gonna at least try and stop the Dark Voyager for summoning the last reality to the island, as it does look like our major threat for this entire chapter of Fortnite is going to be the Nothing himself, considering there's so many teasers of this over at Classified Canyon. So we'll have to be sure to keep an eye out on that location, as it does seem to be key to everything currently ongoing. But as I said before, it is not looking good for the Order so far, as she is still locked up underneath Lethal Labs, and we do know that her sister, the Imagined, is no longer a part of the storyline, which means now that the 7 are basically the 5. And this looks to be teasing 2 new members officially joining the 7 here inside of this season, with Hope and Jones joining themselves, which I think is super cool. I mean, the Hope is definitely going to be a super great addition to the team, as throughout Chapter 6 she was able to actually see into the future, but for some reason here in Chapter 7 that does not seem to be the case anymore. And Jones is pretty much a no-brainer. I mean, he's helped out the 7 plenty of times and even did tease during the Collision live event that he wanted to become the legend. And from everything Jones has done over the past 2 years, I definitely think he is deserving of the legend title, which I honestly can't wait for. I mean, this character has been teased for so many years now, and it looks like he's finally going to be joining up, most likely appearing in the live event itself and also getting a skin within the next season's battle pass. So be sure to let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited for Hope and Jones to officially join the 7, as it looks like there's going to be even more to this live event that directly ties into the next season of Fortnite, and it's honestly looking to get quite crazy. And well, we are here at Lethal Labs. I believe the event is going to be happening with just under 2 hours remaining until we see the Cradle return through this portal right here. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have managed to see it for yourself. By the time just watching this video, the event is probably already going to have happened, and we should slowly see the Voyager put another shard of this 0 point back together. As by the very end of the season, it should be fully rebuilt and we should have a full 0 point back on our island. Which is only crazy. I mean, we haven't seen the full intact 0 point in quite a long time. I believe the last time we had it was back during the original Fortnite OG. That only lasted 1 month. And on the topic of OG, it does look like OG is going to be crossing over with Fortnite Chapter 7. As the end of season live event is going to directly tie us into a brand new Norse mythology season. Most likely with either the 0 point or one of the brand new portals opening up above the sky, bringing Norse mythology to our Fortnite island. And the Ice King is said to be a major part of that. Maybe there is a 0 shard currently on the OG island. I mean, that would make a whole lot of sense, as it wouldn't make sense for it to be a full-on 0 point still on the OG island, considering that both storylines are actually happening at the exact same time. So maybe we could even see the Tech Voyager show up on the Chapter 1 Season 7 island. I think that would be pretty cool, as we are supposed to see the Ice King event take place very soon, where we will see the Ice King back yet again. And he will cover the OG island completely in snow and ice. So I also would be sure you are staying tuned for the OG Season 7 event, as it does look to be super important, especially when it comes to Fortnite Chapter 7. As we're going to be getting that new version of the Ice King within the next season's Battle Pass, with him looking like he came from the Niflheim region, which is basically a whole other realm within Norse mythology that is completely covered in ice and snow, so this is pretty much a no-brainer, and could even lead to us seeing the return of the Ice Moon, which we obviously did last see during the Collision live event, as that is where the Mecha Team Leader robot was actually being rebuilt. Let me know down in the comments what you think about that, and are you excited for this all-new major live event happening on our Fortnite island? As it will obviously end with us seeing Norse mythology invade our Fortnite island, with us seeing different biomes such as maybe even Asgard. I think that would honestly look super cool on the island itself, along with even seeing the arrival of Polar Peak. And yes, I'm talking about Polar Peak, and we currently have an OG potentially showing up within Chapter 7 Season 2. So let me know down in the comments what you think about that, as it's all happening here in Chapter 7, and it's all thanks to the Dark Voyager, who most likely will be defeated by the very end of the season, but will definitely not be the last we do see of the last reality, as we could also be seeing the return of the Cube Queen at some point, along with even the Cube King, who we do know is obviously confirmed to be the Origin, one of the members of the 7, which I think is super cool that we're finally seeing so many loose ends with the storyline finally retold. So be sure to keep an eye out on that one. But we do seem to have some people right over here, and of course we had to rock the Mordecai outfit, now available in the item shop. Oh my god. Oh, there's so many people going down right here. GG's. The legendary Enforcer Aor honestly slaps. I think we have more people up here. Oh, they're in the Winterfest cabin. What are you doing, bros? What are you doing? Oh my god. Did we just get him with a snack? We got Ghostface. We got Ghostface. Oh my god. What just happened? But with the arrival of Mordecai and Rigby and also Skips, which are obviously available in the item shop right now, we also did just get confirmation that Ben 10 is currently in the works to be making his way into Fortnite. Which honestly, I can't wait for. I used to watch this show when I was a lot younger. And we're probably going to be seeing the Alien Force version. I mean, obviously, Ben 10 would be a very small character to add to the game. And possibly even see some of his edit styles be accessible through a built-in emote that lets you transform into some of the random aliens. I think that would honestly be pretty cool. It's just a matter of what alien skins we're probably going to be seeing for Ben 10 himself. As this could be a really big collaboration, potentially even getting an event pass. We'll have to wait and see, because honestly, I think they could do so much with Ben 10 making his way into Fortnite. As we're going to be seeing a whole lot of cartoon collabs. That definitely seems to be a pattern here inside of Chapter 7 so far. Let me know down in the comments if you have any cartoons you'd like to see make its way into Fortnite. Who would you like to see? We have another guy. Yup. We got clicks. Oh my god. We are on a roll today. But it looks like it could be more than just the 7 and the last reality fighting it out here in Chapter 7, as also don't forget that when we did get the 0 Points So Far storyline trailer, there was also some short glimpses at Geno and also Dr. Sloan, who were obviously a part of the Imagined Order. And while it definitely does seem like they could easily make their way back into the storyline, as it definitely seems like there is a bit of a small reboot, as it does look like Fortnite are acknowledging the fact that the 7 got turned into Chrome anymore, as obviously we're getting the Foundation and the Visitor returning to the island. So I'm really curious to what exactly is actually going on. As there was a lot of loose ends with Geno, and obviously we didn't really get to see him in-game at all, really. And we did actually get to see him in this Zero War comic book, which was obviously a tie-in with Marvel. So we'll have to wait and see, as there's obviously so many different characters within the Fortnite storyline that have not really got a whole lot of information about. So let me know down in the comments if you guys would like to see Geno and Dr. Sloan make a return to the storyline. As also, don't forget the Order is still locked up, as I said before at the very start of this video, and it looks like she's going to be corrupted by somebody in the last reality, with her getting a new skin very soon too, which you can see up on screen right here. Which, yeah, it's definitely not looking good for this character at all. So be sure you stay tuned for that. Hopefully we get more answers with the all-new live event, which should be happening sometime around the end of February, just before we go into Season 2 on March 4th. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are excited for more storyline information. And also the next season of Fortnite. We do seem to have some of the last players here at Clausy Lodge. Oh yeah, right here, buddies. Savage. Nice one, buddy. Come on. Very nice. Oh. Okay, I think they might have slightly buffed the Sovereign Shotgun, because it definitely seems like it's shooting a whole lot faster now. Oh, and we only have a 1v12. Come on, buddy. Where are you hiding? Oh, is that him there? Oh, yeah. And there we go. Thanks for playing. But unfortunately, that is all we pretty much have time for here in today's video. If you did watch all the way to the very end of it, be sure to drop this word down in the comments alongside with your Epic Games ID. If you're not already, do consider using my support credit code YTORAY inside of the item shop, as it greatly supports the channel. And if you did enjoy, do be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.